I have had this huge ass $1 for so long and I've never had a purpose for it, but now I finally do. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. How's it, guys? Welcome to my first ever sit down vlog where I sit you down and I tell you something. I'ma tell you something. For those of you that have watched the vlogs, you all know that yesterday I said, today I will tell you how I make money. Obviously, with YouTube being a new sort of profession that people can go into full time and make a living off of, people are always interested as to how YouTubers make their money. There are plenty of other YouTubers out there who have done videos on the same topic, explaining how they make money, ad revenue, this, that, whatever. Some of them have just said, how I got rich. And it's like, whatever, and that's a clickbaity thing. I'm trying not to do that with this one. I just want to explain how I make money, how I don't make money. As I'm sure a lot of you already know from watching other YouTubers, that YouTubers get paid through ad revenue. So basically, the more views you get, the more eyeballs that you get onto the adverts that are either on the side, or the adverts that play before your YouTube videos, and then you get a percentage of those ad rates that YouTube collects, because you're creating content that draws people onto the website that is YouTube. And then that means people are looking at the adverts that people are posting there. This is one way that you can make money out of YouTube. I'm not going to go into more detail about that because there are obviously a lot of other videos that already explain that. And then you also have all sorts of websites that will tell you exactly how much I earn. I don't know exactly how much I earn, and it's always changing, and if you watch this video a week later, I could be earning a different amount depending on my most recent views. So also, I'm not going to delve into exactly how much I earn because I believe that's private information. So other ways that I manage to put food on my table, actually that's probably not an accurate way to say it. Other ways that I afford to go out and put food on a restaurant table. As many of you know, I have been doing clothing work with Ben Brown. So Ben Brown's online store, I'm sure a lot of you know, because I'm just assuming here that a lot of you have come from Ben Brown, people that are watching me, especially now that Ben stopped vlogging. We have been working together for the past 2.5 years, I think, roughly. Originally, I was Ben's PA, I would help him out with anything he needed, but the main reason that I worked with Ben was to sort out his online store, because it is a hack, it is a mission, there's a lot of work that goes into it. It's not as easy as just buying a whole bunch of clothes and then selling a whole bunch of clothes. So obviously Ben pays me for investing my time into doing that, and I do the emails, I do the customer service, I do all sorts of stuff like that. We do have Dan Carter also works on that, so he's also part of the team, but we're working on it. There's some other really exciting stuff. I can't tell you a lot about it now, but there's some other exciting stuff happening between Ben and myself and new exciting adventures. But for now, those are my two most reliable sources of income. Obviously YouTube is not a lot, I'll tell you that right now. It's really not a lot. It's kind of, that's like pocket money. So the other way that I make money is obviously through branded deals, which I'm sure you guys are very familiar with creators and influencers doing ads and sponsored posts and stuff like that. So on Instagram, I have done that a few times where I've been included into campaigns, whether they've been campaigns with Ben or whether it has been a marketing agency that has contacted me directly and they wanted to work with me specifically. But more often than not, I've been lucky enough to kind of get the little scraps off the back of Ben, and he's been nice enough to include me on his campaigns because I help him out and then in return he helps me out. So it's also nice to just do something like that with a friend, because when you're shooting with a friend or you're going on an Instagram mission with a friend or whatever it is, a lot of the time when there's video content behind it, whether it's a vlog on Ben's side or on my side, even though we're still professional about it, it comes off in the vlogs that we're having a good time. And personally, I love doing branded stuff because, so I'm not 100% sure who first came up with this idea or who explained it in these exact words first, but I'm a big believer in limitations breeding creativity. Because personally, as my dad would tell you, the way that he puts it, I might need a little kick or a shove or a push to get my A into G. I love having a brief to work around. So if a company comes to me, say it's Pepsi, say it's Coke, just for example, and they say, we need you to do this. Obviously, I don't think I'd be working with Pepsi or Coke, considering I'm not drinking any cool drinks in 2017. But if they came to me and they said, we need you to do an ad or something like this is the budget, whatever, then that's going to force me to be creative, because at the end of the day, it's my name that goes onto that campaign. So it's not just Coca-Cola, it's Coca-Cola and Slice of Matt, or Matthew Mischuk, or SP, or whatever you want to call it. And because I believe everybody takes pride in their work, even if it's not something that they want to do, if their name is going to be stamped onto it, then they're going to want it to represent them, represent their brand personally. I also like being pushed to kind of think outside my own box and think outside my own boundaries. So that's one of the main reasons why I love branded work, because it challenges me creatively. On top of that, also the budgets are usually pretty good for advertising, I'm not gonna lie. On the branded front, this is obviously something that I could do in a whole separate video, but I just want to give you guys a brief rundown of how I stand on branded deals. I'm never gonna take money from someone that I don't think is gonna benefit myself personally as my brand, the Slice of Matt brand, or you guys as the audience. For example, I'm not gonna be advertising hair straightener products or makeup, because why would I do that? I don't use makeup. I just have naturally flawless skin thanks to my new brand of refresher towels. I've gone off on such a tangent now, I can't even remember exactly what I was talking about. But enough of that, let's wrap that up, put it in the cooler box, deal with that another time. Completely unnecessary use of a prop. I like props, okay, they're useful for telling stories. 3 ways that I make money are working hard in Ben's shop, YouTube income, obviously, and then branded or sponsored campaigns through Instagram or YouTube. For those of you that are asking, how do I make money? What's my full-time job? That's what I do full-time. I know that this video wasn't for everybody, but I know that often people are interested, because when it comes to money, people are always interested as to how does this person get money? How do I be like that person? How do I get money like this person? This isn't a how-to video, so I hope no one's come through to hear my secret as to how to make money and not have to work a 9-to-5 job. I hope that answers any questions that anybody had. I think that's me. I think I'm done. I think I covered it. Cool, I'll check you guys tomorrow.